Kombat Trilogy is a game I wanted so bad as a kid. I would try to find it in stores, but I never did. I'd always ask my mom if she could buy it for me online. Eventually, when GameStop started getting rid of their PlayStation 1 games, I finally ended up getting it. I was so excited, I brought it home and played the hell out of it until I had to get off that night. But was I just a stupid kid, or all those memories of excitement just because I got the thing I wanted and not because the game was actually good? Well, we're gonna look at this game 27 years after its release to see if it actually holds up today. Is this game a pile of dog shit, or is it an amazing Mortal Kombat game? Let us find that out. So if you are a knucklehead who doesn't know what this game is, it is essentially an amalgamation of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It runs on the same engine as Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 with a couple of new features like Aggressor, a couple of new characters like Rain, some new stages. Basically the wet dream of any 90s kid that loved Mortal Kombat. This game was not released in the arcades, only on the PlayStation 1 and N64. The N64 version is home of the two most lazy shit fatalities I've ever seen in my life. They gave bosses fatalities and oh my god, they are fucking terrible. Like, they are so bad, it is just laughable how lazy they are. I'm gonna play through this game to see if it actually sucks balls or if it was actually really good. I remember it being really good, per usual. No references, no guides. I don't remember any of the moves, combos, fatalities, so we're gonna get right into this and see how it goes. First off, there is a massive character selection screen with over 30 characters, including some secret ones like MK1 Kano and MK2 Kung Lao, an absolute insane amount. But sometimes quantity doesn't mean quality. I mean, look at Armageddon, a huge roster but piss poor gameplay on the actual one-on-one fighting department. I'm gonna pick the Green Ninja, aka Reptile, before he actually was a reptile. I picked the Warrior Tower, which is essentially the medium difficulty in this game. There's a decent amount of people for me to actually fight and get a feel for the game. If you ever see me doing random movements or whatever, that's just me trying to figure out some of the moves of the characters I'm using. When I jump in, I'm going against Johnny Cage here. The controls do feel really great. The impact on the opponent, the nice blood splatters are visually appealing. It all looks really cool. The game's kind of buggy though, there's lines everywhere and everything's kind of messed up, which is fun to look at, right? Of course, like, I love visual bugs. I don't know if that's just on my end or what, but it looks ridiculous to me. Oh yeah, I lost on the first fight, of course, and he did a brutality on me to let it sink in. It's all coming back to me now. The excitement wore off pretty quickly and was replaced with frustration. This motherfucker's already reading my inputs and it's the first fight. The AI in this game is truly something else. If you're unaware, these games are notorious for how disgusting the AI is. It is absolutely sickening how my inputs are being read on the first fight. Sometimes I just stand there and try to do a move to see what happens or if my move will actually get read instantly and get countered, which typically happens without fail almost each and every single time, which is really, really annoying. I actually did manage to take a round off of him, but he still beat me and did another brutality on me, of course. I'm just sitting here laughing to myself how this is happening to me already. Like, it is the first fight. Give me a break. But third time is the charms. He seemed to have hit his head on the table and became brain damaged, and I kicked his ass. I wish I could have burned his skin off or something, but I don't remember how to do the fatalities in this game, which really sucks, but that's all part of the experience, I guess. Sector loves to wait for you to do a move and then instantly counter it with a teleport uppercut. You jump at him, he'll do it. You throw a projectile at him, he'll do it. It's just fucked how this guy does it every single time without fail, which is seriously just laughable to me still. I know I'm not doing the greatest because I barely know the controls to this game at this point, but like, what is this shit? I don't remember this coming out in the arcade. Like, why is this even happening? Just to bring the torture home? I'm glad I beat him on my first try though. Katana comes out and I'm panicking like, holy shit, I've won 2 fights in a row. The AI is gonna go overdrive on me and fuck me up per usual. The first round we fought, I could barely move, which I was just getting thrown around like a rag doll, taking it up the ass the entire time. I'm just trying to do something, like land a hit, but seriously, this is just crazy how bad I was losing here. Obviously, I lost the entire fight because I'm not allowed to be happy, and I got a brutality used on me again. I switched it up a bit, trying to use Smoke this time around. I mean, he's basically Scorpion, but not really Scorpion. He's a pretty good character if I remember correctly. I think Cyborg Smoke is actually better than him, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm constantly scared to ever do anything in this game, like always, because I know what's gonna happen to me. I already know I'm gonna get pummeled if I try to do anything like fighting back. But I managed to do pretty well against her in the beginning, but I still lost, of course. Like, what do you expect? I get punched into the pit while the screen glitches around. But this is where I want to complain about how long it actually takes to get into the game. Like, this is not edited. Like, watch this shit.
Fatality.
It does that every single time I die. Dumbass CD load time. I don't remember this happening with most of the other games I played. Like, I don't know what this issue is. Like, what the fuck? We fight back where I got punched down in just so I could be reminded of my failures. Katana's just putting me into the dirt, countering anything I attempt to do. This is usually the point where you lose hope, but I switched it over to Baraka and she becomes a Florida resident, like, completely idiotic and brain damaged. Baraka does this insane defense game. Like, for pussy play, I put her into the ground and I got a flawless doing so. I don't know what happened with the AI there, but I just fucked her up completely. Me and Kung Lao actually had some back and forth throughout the match until round 3, where he decided to go into overdrive and show me who the boss of the desert truly is, while Cyrax is doing the hokey pokey in the background. But this time on the rooftop, I showed him who's boss with my insane pussy play defense tactics, spamming projectiles, waiting for him to engage on me, using my back high punch ranged attack, and I cut his ass to death. Cabal is an interesting character. I always remember him spamming that run attack. I don't remember what it's called, but it makes you spin around in a circle, and it's just more of the same at this point. Like, me being scared, getting my inputs read, like, what else am I supposed to say? It's like walking up to the Golden Gates to fight God and expecting to win. Like, what's the point of even trying? I picked Sub-Zero, and I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know his moves, his combos, his fatalities. I know nothing about this guy. I'm just pressing random buttons and hoping for a good outcome, so somehow I managed to win, probably because of this game's bipolar difficulty of the AI being completely unfair to just becoming completely stupid and standing there and becoming a punching bag. It makes this game really boring to play, because, like, I would like some actual, like, difficulty in the game and challenge instead of just being cheap as fuck and reading all my inputs and kicking my ass, and then just going to being completely stupid and not doing anything, letting me punch it and win. It's just, there's no reward for playing this game. I go to MK1 Kano and I just completely decimate him on the first round without even trying, and completely put this guy through the ringer. He almost beat me on the second round, but apparently me not knowing what I'm doing gave me the luck I need to get through this tower, and the enemies just keep being boneheads, and so I can fuck them up and win. It's endurance round time. Ermac and Noob are the two I have to fight. It's a 2-on-1 here. If you thought one character reading your inputs and cheating throughout the fight wasn't enough, well, here you go, you get a second one to deal with. I love Noob because you could literally control the AI. Like, if you're one of those people who are disbelievers of thinking, oh, you're just complaining, being a hater, like, look at this shit. I walk forward, he walks back. I walk back, he walks forward. I'm literally controlling his movements, and if I run at him, he's gonna do a combo or run into me, and his moves will take priority over mine and do a huge chunk of my health. Obviously, he kicks my ass, so I have to pick someone that's not Sub-Zero because I have no idea what his moves are in this game, and I'm just gonna lose regardless. But the AI is just, it's fucking laughable, dude. Seriously. I thought Rain would be a good idea. I remembered his lightning move, I remembered his roundhouse kick, and then I was like, oh, now I remember. It's all coming back to me. Rain's force ball move is the most broken shit I have ever seen in a fighting game, or even any game, period, to a degree. Like, the enemies never seem to block it for some reason, and you can just bring them to you and roundhouse kick them, uppercut them, and a quarter of their health is gone. It is just so laughable to me. Like, was this game not even tested at all before it released this shit? Like, this is just ridiculous that something like this is actually in, like, a launch product of the game. Obviously, I win because I spam this cheap-ass broken move, but surely it won't work on the bosses, right? After not being able to move at all, it really does work. You can actually cheese the bosses like this. I mean, I call it fair play because Motaro's a cheap fuck that can kill you in under 10 seconds of the round starting, but I wanted to play this legit. I really did, but of course when he spams teleport over and over again and does moves that do 25% of your HP when they hit you, like, what can I even do here? I just have to sit there, take it, and die, and it just happened to me both rounds, and I just get fucked up and lose. I picked Kung Lao for some reason, maybe just to try to have some fun, or, you know, just spice it up a little bit. I tried to use his dive kick. When you press down and high kick in the air, he'll do this, like, downwards high kick. It's pretty powerful and strong, like, if you can use it in the right situations, but no, it was just a complete waste of time. He just stomped me into the dirt, and I lost. So, fine, I will pick Raiden. Or, sorry, they changed the name of a spelling to Raiden. Sure, whatever, I guess. I wanted to see if the fly attack would actually do something to the boss, like glitch him or like get him stun locked or something. Because at this point, I'm just testing things to see how broken this game actually is. Because there's so many things that were just overlooked by the developers of this game, is what it seems like. It's fucking ridiculous to me. And fucking wow, you can actually spam this attack on Motaro and you can beat him this way. Like, what is this game? What does it devolve to at this point? Me spamming the same move over and over again to win. Is this supposed to be fun? Like, seriously, like, I didn't even win because there are times where he just blocked my fucking torpedo and just, like, in the middle of it, and then just countered me and killed me. Like, what the hell? Like, how is that even fair? Like, I hit him, I went through, I did my torpedo, and he still takes priority over me and kills me. Like, what the hell? It is back to Purple Man to spam the force ball move. Like, this isn't even fun. This guy is just so unfair to fight against that you have to play like this, or just how this game is. On the harder towers, it's the same way. Every enemy you fight, you have to play like this, just spamming the same cheap move over and over again. It's not fun. Like, it's really boring. Of course I win because this move is the most broken thing since sliced bread, but now it's time to fight Shao Kahn, the big boy, the final boss, and I tried to fight him for real, spamming nothing, just getting fucked up again. Surprise, surprise, and I was thinking to pick another character, but I was like, what the fuck's the point? Like, why the fuck would I even bother playing as another character? There's probably some cheap other exploit I don't know about, but I might as well just go with the exploit that I know. I know this is gonna work on him. I don't even have to guess. Don't even have to ask. I know it's going to, because this move is broken, this game was not tested, and the AI is just fucked. I am the MK Trilogy champion. Yes, I sure am. This game is just fucked. I don't know how else to put it. You can say this game, like, oh, this is how it was back in the day, you know, sure. I played this game back in the day. This just proved me that kids are dumb. I thought that this game was fun back then. I really did. But once you figure out how this game actually plays when you're, like, matured and you understand more things, you'll play the game. You'll understand how the whole experience of the game goes right out the fucking window. I get it. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 were all released in arcade. But guess what? This game wasn't released in arcades. Like, why the fuck is the game like this? The AI just ruined any fun you could possibly have playing this game. The combat does feel really good. The graphics for the time were amazing, even though personally I think the art style of MK2 was better. But this is just fucked, man. Like, it's not fun at all. Like, it isn't. Like, any fun you could have just gets sucked away by the AI. Like, sure, you can play it for the novelty, but what, like, after you play it once, like, what's the point of ever playing it again? Like, it just gets old and fucking annoying because you can't learn anything about the game. Like, the only way I recommend playing this game, play it with 2 players. Play it with a friend. If you can get it, I don't know if this game can ever run an arcade machine. I'm sure it can. If you can play it that way, perfect. And playing the arcade, just don't even fucking bother. Like, there's no point of playing it. Why would you even bother? If you ask me, there's no reason to play this game. Like, why would you? Unless you play as Kintaro or another boss just to fuck with the AI. I didn't do that during my playthrough. I tried to play the game legit, not knowing what's going on, no bosses, and I just got fucked for it. After the initial wow factor of having a bunch of characters and nostalgia goes away, you truly have nothing here aside from a frustrating game with bipolar difficulty that's either way too hard or way too easy, so it makes the game not fun to play at all. This game has aged extremely poorly 27 years later. Like, it seriously has. I thought this game would be a lot more enjoyable and fun, but it seriously is not. It doesn't have that oomph that a lot of other games have. It just doesn't. It looks nice, it plays nice, sure, but the AI just fucking ruins the game. It seriously just ruins the game. So if you can get a friend, play a split screen or whatever you want to call it, play with a friend. That's the only way I'd ever recommend playing this game. I would never even bother to play this game again. Unless you're gonna cheat or do something dumb, what's the point? Or maybe you want to look at some of the fatalities, but just look up a YouTube video. Like, just look up a YouTube video. There's no point. Like, don't even bother playing on the harder towers because the AI blatantly cheats. You can find numerous videos online